I figured this video would be truthfully a long time in the making and something that I wanted to talk to every single person about and really just get this off my chest. So, first off, I want to start by saying thank you to every single person who has tuned into my channel, my videos, every single person that watched anything of mine. It truly makes me grateful. And even if I may have had some videos from when I was maybe like 14 or something like that, and the editing wasn't good, the fact that people still could enjoy it and still watch my content, it really does make me incredibly happy that people did somewhat enjoy what I was doing. And that really means a lot to me. Over the past few years, I have, you know, been very inconsistent on this channel. And that is for a multitude of reasons. And I mean, it's just a lot of reasons that I haven't necessarily been super transparent with you guys and really keeping you guys updated. And a lot of the times I would try to make these comeback videos and say, I'm really going to be uploading this time, guys. I'm really going to be doing this, that, and the third. And I would always fall flat. And I feel bad because not only is I feel like this channel could have been more, I feel like this channel could have done better. But at the end of the day, the past is in the past, and I'm looking more to moving in the future. And that's why I really want to make this final video, and that's why I'm not really editing anything, and I'm just talking to you guys to let you in and really know the full scope of the situation. So, pretty much, through many things, it's that a lot of the videos that I was making, I was in middle school still. I was in 7th, 8th, 6th grade making some of these videos, and a lot of them were just really awkward periods in my life, and I'm sorry for clearing my throat so much. Um, a lot of those were kind of just awkward periods that I feel like I was going through not only a lot as a person, but just different things. And the truth is that I'll just be 100% real with everybody. Making anime and manga content is amazing. I don't see anything wrong with me talking about anime and manga because I still love it. I'm still passionate about it. I still enjoy it. I still consume it on a regular basis. But it is just the truth that I am not passionate on making anime and manga content. I'm really not. And making anime and manga content isn't going to make me have a good upload schedule. It isn't what I'm most excited to get up every morning and talk about and edit all day. And as much as I loved it, I still do to some extent. And I could see a future where maybe potentially I could spring back into doing things like that. But during those periods of my life, like back 2023, 2024, I was just kind of dealing with mental health in some type of ways. I didn't feel like myself. I was going to sleep at crazy times. It was affecting the way that I was going to school. It was affecting overall my mood. And I was just really not happy with where I was in life. And even if I put a smile on my face every day, or you couldn't notice it, I went through major mental health struggles in 2023 to 2024. And I will honestly say, I was probably not in a good mental health state until maybe February of last year. I think that was the end of my drought. And I'm somebody that kind of gets seasonal depression sometimes, especially in like the winter. It really does kind of get to me and it affects me. And like I said, even if you don't see me looking that way, sometimes it was that way. And like I said, it affected various aspects of my life. And when I was like this, you would notice that a lot of my main themes of my videos when I wasn't talking about anime and manga was music. I was always making ties to music. I was always talking about music. I always would put a Mike song at the end or something like that. You know, a lot of this conscious alternative hip hop music, which I still enjoy to this day, but it's from a much different place. And I listened to a lot of Mike back then, and a big reason I listened to him is because he got me through many of my mental health struggles throughout my life and throughout those years that I was, necessarily looking for an outlet to go to when I felt like I didn't have an outlet. And I'm sorry if I just like breathed all the way down my mic, but I'm just like rapidly talking. So that's probably my issue right now. Because I don't want to do any cuts. I'm just like straight up recording. And yeah, and I'm sorry if my microphone cuts out sometimes in this video. I don't know what's going on with my mic, but it is what it is. I just want to be honest and have an honest conversation. But in reality, I would listen to a lot of Mike, and you would notice that he would be in a lot of my outros of my videos. I even did an entire vlog of going to see him in concert. I don't know if people remember that, but that was somebody that, I loved. And a lot of times with those music is I would realize that this kind of music wasn't really making me happier. It wasn't making me excited for anything. It wasn't really doing much. And like I said, Mike's music absolutely makes me excited, don't get me wrong. But I felt like, despite me relating to the music, it wasn't helping me get in a good mood. It wasn't boosting my morale. It wasn't doing anything of those sorts. And I am a big Danny Brown fan. I'm sure, like, if you go to my Twitter, I'm big into music. And that's truthfully what I am big, passionate into. And during that period, this was December of 2024. This was when I really started to get into a lot of my hyperpop music. And I remember stumbling upon Shake It Like a by Frost Children featuring Danny Brown. And after that, like, I already was a big fan of Danny. Like, I have been a big Danny fan since I was probably in middle school. But I saw that he made a song with Frost Children, and it took me down this entire hyperpop and electronic music rabbit hole, and I'm realizing how these young artists like Jane Remover and Underscores and people like that are making these creative palettes and sounds and worlds and doing so much creatively with their music that it made me incredibly excited. And a lot of the music that especially like a Jane Remover was making when she was my age, I kind of looked at that as an outlet of something that I related to. And ultimately, this kind of took me down the whole thing. Like, I was listening to Wall Socket by Underscores. I was listening to Frailty and getting into Census Designated and albums like those. And I know that these might be niche if you have never heard of these music artists or gone down that rabbit hole, which I recommend. But at the end of the day, it made me a better person and it made me happier because so many of these songs are like electronic and upbeat and has these crazy drops in it and just is doing so much while keeping such a conciseness in the tracks, and that had to do something with my growth as a person. Is I felt like sometimes back then I was kind of trying to be somebody that I wasn't. And that is something that I've had to realize in my life, that I have to be me. I can't be anybody else. And one of the reasons that I kind of broke out of my shell is because I got into this music. I started to experiment more with styles, you know. I dye my hair blonde now. Like back then, you know, I feel like I wasn't really myself. And when I got into my self expression and I was learning on who I was and I was reflecting as a person and overall becoming a better person, there were a lot of things in life that I regret and a lot of things in life that I look back on and be like, that wasn't my character. That's not who I represent. And the fact that today, you know, in March of 2026, that I can sit here and say, I'm happy in my life, I'm doing way better. And as much as I wanted to upload, I don't think it's really what I was passionate about doing. And that's just something that is true in general, is that anime content and manga content are amazing. And I'm not saying that this channel is just going to forever die and there might never be anything. Because there might be something. But this channel, I simply am wanting to leave this era of what I was doing and do something more creative. And that has brought me into making an entirely brand new YouTube channel. And like I said, I know that I have had loyal subscribers. I know that I have had people who have stayed tuned for every single video that I made, whether it was good or bad. And my new channel is called postjayden. And, you know, ironic enough, literally post Jaden. So, like, post as in it's my post thoughts of whatever I'm talking about, and then just my name. Because it's just my name. And I like my name on here, like JtTalks is cool. And I don't think it's bad, but I just wanted to do a fresh start. And I had two options of either changing and rebranding this channel, which I didn't want to do. And I know it's like, you already have 300 plus subscribers. Why would you want to move channels? It's because I feel like this can be a time capsule of a certain time in my life. And I still have good videos on here. And like I said, maybe there's going to be some anime or manga or a show or whatever the case may be. Also, I keep clearing my throat. It's like I have no water and I kind of have just been yapping, and every time I just like talk and talk, I just have to clear my throat like 1,000 times. Sorry. So the truth is that this channel is simply not what I want to do anymore. And I understand that that might be bad, or people might look at that as like, no, you can't quit. And the truth is I have to say, if you like me as a content creator, if you like what I post, please subscribe to Post Jayden. I will have it linked in the comment section of this YouTube video. And the truth is, I will be making the most highest quality, maybe, but I will be making high quality music content, and I will be going through music commentary. I'm going to be doing album reviews. I'm going to be doing artist interviews. I'm going to be doing so many things, album breakdowns on that channel. And I think I'm going to do so many things that's like, if music is what I sit here and I consume in my everyday life, and I get on Twitter every single day and yap with people on music Twitter, and I write album reviews on Album of the Year, why would I not take my passion and put it into a creative outlet like another YouTube channel? And I just want to say, I really do appreciate everybody who supported this channel, but I think that it's finally time that this channel comes to a slow wrap for me, because the truth is, I'm just not passionate for it. And there are tons of amazing anime YouTubers out here who are making anime content and analysis and several other things like that. But the truth is, I just can't be that person anymore, and I don't want to be that person. And I feel like music is something that I am a bit more knowledgeable on. I listen to it every day. I think I'm interesting enough to make cool videos about it. And that's what I'm most passionate about in life. And that's what I see my future being. I really want to be a music content creator that can talk to artists, that can go around and go to different shows and be able to do me. And the truth is, if I can simply make a living off of just enjoying my music, then that would be a dream to me, because that is something that I have been into for years, and music has my entire life growing up with hip hop and other things of that sort. It's something that I love and I'm going to continue to love doing. And truthfully, I just want to say again, I know I've said it several times, just thank you all for being here, for watching me. But I just wanted to let people know that I think this chapter of content creation, this chapter of me, has really come to an end. And another thing that really helped me was actually being on Twitter. And Twitter, it can get messy, it can get crazy on there. But also, I'm just finishing this video without the microphone that I had plugged in, because I don't know why, but that microphone, and I'm sorry for like the whole video, it's just cutting on and off and sounds bad. I have no clue why it was doing that, so I'm just taking this out and filming this without a mic now. So a lot of the times, I would use Twitter, and I found a lot of mutuals and friends and lots of amazing people who inspired me. And talking about music so much over there, it's like, why not take my passion and put it into something else that I love, aka, doing content creation. So to really conclude, I just want to say, for everybody who's been here for me, for everybody who has watched my channel, for the friends who have supported me, I just want to say I am thankful for all of you,
And I really hope that you genuinely will take a chance on my new YouTube channel, Post Jayden, which I'm going to be linking in the comments section, and it'll probably be in the bio, and it will be everywhere. Just so if you want to keep up with me, my content, if you are into music as I am, or maybe you even want to just get more into it and learn more about music, I definitely have the right space for you, and I would be grateful if any of you would check it out. So I'm going to show you the couple second, like 14-second trailer for my channel at the end of when I press this button. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, and I will, again, I mean, it's not gonna see you later. I'll see you soon if you get back on there. And if you're not interested and this is the last time that you may hear from me for a while, at least on this channel, I just want to say I appreciate you. I thank you, and thank you for watching.
I'm Jayden, and you're tuned in with Post Jayden.
So you know what's up. Double down and double